So, David, thank you so much for me here today so we can talk about you and Emily and this great home that you guys have created in recent years, in what you're doing to do your great part and help combat climate change. So, I'd love to hear more about it and we can get this shared with a whole bunch of folks.
Okay. I had a disbelief in climate science, as explained by my late father, Charles David Keeling, who created the Keeling curve. That is until September 2010, when a wildfire predicted by climate science burned our home to the ground. Then, an anticipated flood of biblical proportions washed away the Front Range in 2013. My
That was
wife and I, Emily, decided that doing nothing was not an option and embarked on a successful 4-year project to see if our now 70-year-old modest ranch in Boulder could become carbon neutral. Disasters aside, the turning point was when I considered having a grandchild ask me what I did when the world was on fire. I needed to prepare an acceptable answer. So, Paul, why a retrofit in your coming season?
Well, we want to showcase yours, David, and we want to showcase other retrofit projects because, as many people already know, the buildings that are going to be here, especially in the United States, by 2050, which is an agreed upon goal that we're trying to get to a carbon neutrality when it comes to our energy generation. Those buildings, there's about 91% of them, as I've seen in data, that are expected to be there in 2050 that are already built. So it's good what we can do with new construction, but we've got to do so much with existing buildings. And what you and Emily have done is such a great example of it and such a beautiful, honoring and beautiful story for people to learn from and be inspired by and follow in your footsteps where they can. So that's why we're loving the idea of showcasing you.
So, we both know the magnitude of electrifying our existing building stock by 2050. They're going to need guidance. Here's a
Right.
proverb that kept this project going: vision without action is a daydream. Action without vision is a nightmare. The work was possible with the help of a virtual village of helping organizations, the City of Boulder and Boulder County, local nonprofits like Go Electric Colorado, Green Building Guild, Solar Citizens, local for-profit trades like home energy modeling, insulation and sealing, high performance windows, energy raters, energy monitors, solar and storage, insulation, electricians, HVAC, and plumbers. We also must call out RMI, NREL, SWEEP, Electrify Everything, and other global concerns, including Rocky Mountain PBS.
Well, and thank you for that great list. And it takes a village, as you're showing there, to have things come together. And what we're going to do with your episode, David, is we'll be able to showcase for people so they can see what was done and why you did it to get to this great net zero energy level. And we'll also help people get connected to their own village of people that can help them do it in their own homes and their own buildings. So I'm very excited about this. I'm looking forward to this. So folks, as you're watching this, keep your eyes out for flyers, email flyers coming from David and I promoting a kickoff breakfast that we're going to have to celebrate that we're going to be putting this episode together, allowing you to come in, see the home, do a tour of the home, chat with David, chat with Emily. You've been a part of the project to hear more about why we're going to showcase this project. And then you can also help us get it produced. We'll be doing some pledge drive work in a very PBS way while we're there. So we'll be asking people to pledge to help support to get this produced. So keep your eyes open for that flyer coming. We'll host it sometime here, probably in May, and then we will be able to put together the episode this summer so it can air later this year. So we look forward to that. So David, thank you for your time today. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Paul.